Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessing. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case the notifications didn't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Monday. Hopefully everybody is, home, safe with the family, getting through the work week as we always are. Appreciate those who tuned in this morning for the live chat. Definitely was a good convo, and if you missed a lot this morning, you can always catch the replay. Title is clear as day. Got to bring back unity and strength. Need to. In these communities, in these dire times, we need to. It's like we quick to unify for negative stuff, especially when it's involving street matters, but we not willing to come together for something positive. We need that strength and unity. How do we instill strength and unity into the youth that's coming up under us? Got to show them the best examples that we can show them and try to move accordingly. You know, that's the start right there. Some people believe that we are in so much of a dire situation that we can't build, but I still don't believe that notion. There are people coming together left and right from different ethnicities, from different, you know, backgrounds, and they making things work like they supposed to. They put all differences aside and they trying to see something better for their communities, which is something that's beneficial. King Channel, what's going on? JW, what's going on? Oh shoot, I just scared the damn cat away. My bad. Don't worry, at some point during the live, you hear chains clinking and everything else. Yeah, you know your boy at work. Always on that late night. But it's the truth. I've seen some people come together, put differences aside, especially if it's building towards something better. That's a form of strength and unity because you got people that are coming from different tracks, different religious views, so on and so forth. And they're putting that away because, again, it's more about trying to see their communities get back to where they once was. They trying to make the communities flourish. Now, and I always felt like this. It don't matter where you coming from or what you believe in. It's all about just coming together and seeing changes happen. How we show strength and unity in the community, just coming together and building. And even for those that we can't build with, oh well, we still got to continue our mission to build. You know, can't let nothing stop it, and you can't block the blessings. Period. That's coming behind it. I tell everybody that be on here, no matter what it is you doing content wise, just be the best you and just bring the best content you can bring. Yeah, we could delve in drama all day, but guess what? Even when you log off this app, you still got real life dramas that you're dealing with. What does that say? I think the best way to strengthen the community, especially with the kids, like I was saying earlier, we know it's spring break. Some of these kids don't have much to do, and some of these parents are not trying to be, worried about their kids running around the streets to wrong people, or just they're not trying to worry about their kids being in any type of harm's way while they working, because some people are still working during the spring break. So I seen a lot of these kids today. They got a camp that they do for the summertime for the youth. And even during spring break, that camp will still, grab up the kids from the community and take them out and show them shit. It gets them out of the communities that's rough, especially they coming out of a rough one. It shows them something different. You know, you taking them on field trips, whether it's to the museums, whether it's to the parks, whether it's wherever you decide to take them to, Broadway shows, whatever. You are opening their minds culturally to things that they need to have their minds open to. Like, we need more of those type of camps like that, at least in the hoods. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been in certain areas where it's not so hoodish, and they got half of the damn resources that we should have now. I went into, and it's not to make it a race thing, I went into an all Russian community the other day. Half of the shit that we need in our hood, they got it over there. They got the camps for the kids that keeping them off the streets, keeping them out of the bullshit. They got the learning centers and all of that. We are missing a lot of things in these communities, and we need to really start being a vocal part of that. Not just on a voting term, but we really need to be on the forefronts with that. Because we know when it comes to certain things, they ain't gonna help us. That's why I'm gonna put this up today. We know they ain't gonna help us. That's why it's always best for us in a community to get together. Do this naturally. James, what's going on, bro? Do this shit naturally. This is why some of the kids are not respecting the elders or respecting the adults, because some of the adults are not even standing on the forefront. Some are, but you got those who know for a fact they be the main ones complaining, but then they not actually taking no action. Yo, Realist, what's going on, bro? Like I was saying yesterday, and it is the truth, there's a communication barrier that needs to be broken. And a lot of us just got to come out of our feelings. That's what that is, too. Get out of the emotional standpoints when it comes to building. Because how can the kids inspire to have strength and unity or even be unified in anything, and they see us divided by the simplest things like a miscommunication, an argument? We got to definitely show better. Again, I done seen some people in my area that can't stand each other to death. But when it comes to work and when it comes to trying to make sure these kids are getting the best type of fucking knowledge, but also the best type of, inspiration, they put their differences to the side. Like, these dudes really can't stand each other. These niggas done talk to a point that, nigga, I'll punch you in your face, so on and so forth. It got crucial with them too. But let them be in the same work field. All that shit is out the window. They calm, cool, collective. Even if they don't speak to each other, they are still, doing something that should be shown. I don't gotta like you, but I can still respect you. I don't gotta be bothered with you. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You do what you gotta do, and we get through our work day. That's it. Rachel, what's going on, baby? See y'all there. People fail to realize that shit. At the end of the day, we need unity. We definitely need strength, because those are two key components to a strong, positive build. And another reason why it's hard to unify, because when you got adults that's moving like kids, it's hard for them to even look up to you. Like I was saying the other night, with the dumb drunk ass nigga trying to jump in this damn area. Now, if he'd have fell, hurt himself, got killed, God forbid, that'd have been on you. Because you supposed to be an adult, not acting like a child. I don't care how drunk you are. It's just some things you don't do. See, when you say things from a logical standpoint, people want to get emotional, but you can't get emotional when there's real facts that's being stated to you. Some of these kids is following exactly what some of you adults is doing, and even some of you elders. Now, the ones that are doing the right things and moving accordingly, y'all continue to do that, But, it's a sad notion when you got to look and see that you got Straight up adults acting like kids. Like right now, I'm looking at 3 people right now acting like straight kids, and all these niggas got grown ass fucking grown man beards and all of that. So you know, it goes to show you, you know, some people just ain't gonna take heed or listen to reason until it's too late. And I could say to the young adults, you don't necessarily need to be following behind anybody you don't need to be following behind. If they're not leading you to something good and positive, they're not trying to uplift you in the best possible way, no need for you to even be around them or follow them. Because the only thing they're going to do is continue to bring you down. And I've seen this happen. You know, you have people who was on a verge to becoming something great in their communities, but because they following behind the wrong people, because they won't leave the streets alone, they mess themselves up. Like in my hood breeds ball players all day, football and basketball, because that's mostly what we do when we don't have much to do. That's the one thing I can say about the whole New York City. We breed nothing but ball players. All 5 boroughs, we breed ball players of all sorts. But it's sad when you got some of them that won't leave the street shit alone because they following behind people. And some of you young folks need to be unified. If you know you're trying to go down a different path and you definitely trying to make something of yourself, you can't be around the people that's bringing you down. You can't. Cutthroat, what's going on? Tiny, blessings. I see you in here, baby. JC, what's going on, y'all? I see y'all in here catching up the chat. Hustle, what's going on, bro? You know, I watched a few people out of my hood that I know for a fact could have been top 5 NBA talents. Could have been, who knows, probably would have still either been playing ball right now or they probably would have been retired and you know, they would have been something. We got a couple that came out the hood and actually made their way to the league, but because they won't leave street shit alone sometimes. And that's the problem. With some of y'all have to understand. If you were granted the opportunity to rise and shine to the best occasion. You know, leave the street shit alone again, because that street shit does nothing for you. Only thing it does is get you wrapped up in jail or get you, you know, shipped in the box. Shouldn't nobody have to worry about losing their life on either accord because they don't want to leave things alone. The streets ain't nothing for you. And that's where some of y'all get this misconception. Y'all think that the streets always got love. Nah, streets ain't got no love for nobody. Streets only got love for violence, ignorance, and money. That's it. You're in the streets getting money, but then you gotta worry about all the unnecessary shit behind it. You out here hustling. You might have to worry about certain areas where you might have to worry about niggas getting shot at because you taking over a turf or you doing some shit. Like, these streets ain't nothing for nobody, especially for y'all youth. And some of y'all youth need to stop following the people that's leading you into the downfall. Amos, what's going on, bro? It's time to really wake up, man. We gotta definitely show strength and unity in these communities. Again, some of y'all adults are gonna have to move like adults. And I'm speaking to those who are moving like children. It's time for y'all to move like adults, man. You wonder why there's a disconnect, you wonder why there's disrespect. It's because of that. You're not showing the best blueprints you should be showing people. Saying I believe even for the ones I said that would have been successes out here, but they didn't make it to the league. Shoot, my uncle being one of them. My uncle was one of the nicest ones out here. Only person I knew that would have on 3 trench coats, stripping down out of boots and all of that, and still cutting niggas on the court like nothing happened. Not losing the ball or nothing. Like, niggas was nice out here. One of my other cousins was supposed to be a ball player. He couldn't leave the streets alone. Like, there's people that I watched that watched me come up that I knew for a fact should have been something, but they just didn't leave the streets alone. And that be the waste of talent sometimes when you got people that know they could be successes in life and they don't want to leave the street shit alone. That street shit does nothing but get you locked up or get you killed. And if it don't do either or, you just damaged because now you done went through so much shell shock from just going through the shit you going through. Snuckster, what's going on, bro? You know, that's the main thing. How we unify, we gotta stop letting certain politics keep us from succeeding and striving in life. That's one thing we do need. You know, like some of these things I was speaking about earlier that we miss in our communities, we need to bring them back. We bring those back. We got ways to try to at least alleviate some of the stresses. Some of these kids will not be going to the streets if they have the right type of people building around them. Think about it. Why should we keep losing people that could be the future leaders, the future pioneers? Why should we be watching them crash and burn before 21, before 25, when they have so much life to offer? And I say that with the deepest sincerity because we do have a lot to offer. Doesn't matter which part of the tracks we coming from, we all are here for a reason, not just to tell a story, but we all still here to make something better. I've seen some people come from the roughest hoods and make something of themselves, and they didn't let nothing deter them. Even places like Chicago and Detroit and shit like that. You got some people that they coming from them parts where there's really nothing for nobody to do, but they don't want to sit there and go to the streets. And they definitely don't want to be one of them, you know, victims of circumstance. So they do everything they can do to try to elevate. That's what you are supposed to do. You're supposed to elevate. Nothing wrong with trying to move the chains forward, basically, and in the best ways possible. This is a common problem that we have now. It's not enough unity and strength. And even when you got unity, it's not enough strength because you can have people coming together, but if they don't got a strong backbone with them, they gonna collapse at some point. We show strength and unity by just bringing back the things that we know is necessary. You know, start giving these youth more opportunities and just making sure that whatever it is they trying to achieve in life, we got they back. I've seen some people come and say random strangers was more family than they actual family. Because again, we know some people are coming from different backgrounds. Some might be coming from a two-parent household. Some might be being raised by their grandparents. Some probably not even being raised at all, but by an uncle or aunt. You never know what the dire situation is, but all in all, need to definitely harness that energy and try to build the best people that we can build. We build strength and unity by doing that. There's nothing wrong with giving encouragement, and there's definitely nothing wrong with passing wisdom and knowledge. It definitely ain't nothing wrong with trying to make sure that these kids have all the possible resources that they need to try to make a better future as well. You know, we done had our opportunities, and we still supposed to continue to pass these opportunities down. Marlene, what's going on, baby? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, choose violence on the like button. But this is something that needs to be talked about, and this is something that's going to continue to be talked about because there are different ways and possible options to help alleviate these problems. You know, you want to see the best outcomes, even for some of the young adults who are still trying to push to be something. Give them something that gives them enough balance and gives them that strength and wisdom to keep going. You got some people who are interested in, again, computer science, technology. Give them the tools that you can give them to help build. Continue to be in their corners, you know, showing love and just uplifting the youth is the best possible way to move. Realize I ain't messing with you, bro. Slap it one more time. Just slap it. But it's truthfulness to that. We got to get out of this notion of, oh, it's over. We might as well just quit. No, nothing is over. You're still living, right? Still able to wake up every day and make something happen. You can make something happen the best way possible. Again, you can't allow certain situations to plague your mind, plague your thinking, and just plague all in all what you're doing. You know, like, see, prime example. Now I could use yesterday for an example. You know, I had the elders up here and I let them rock out and talk. See, that's the best way sometimes too, even when it comes to that. Letting everybody get their thoughts and their views and everything across as it's supposed to be. This is how you get a good conversation. This is how some people get a good building because they actually hearing what's going on. They'll take specific things out of that conversation and utilize it, especially if it could be useful for them in the long run. That's how it's really supposed to be. You know, we can't come together and try to build a better society or a better nation if everybody's arguing over the simplest little thing. Just because this might not sit right with you, that don't mean it might not sit right with whoever else. It's time to break that. It's time to break that generational curse. That's how I feel it is, a generational curse. At least for now, because back in the days we was able to listen to each other. The elders were schooling us, but yet and still we was bringing information that they wasn't aware of, even if they was out and about. Some of them wasn't aware. You know, so it was always we was listening to each other and we was receiving what was being said. You know, and then even when it felt like it could get emotional, it didn't get too emotional. It was just logical. You know, we need to bring that back. We gotta have humility and humbleness too when it comes to building because some people are just go off the deep end. I just lost signal again. I don't know what the fuck going on in my hood, y'all. My bad if I disappeared for 5 seconds of your life. I'm trying to figure out why the hell the cell phone tower keep in and out. Can't wait till they finish all this damn construction work out here, man. Leave shit alone. Anyways, before I was really kicked out of my own live stream, we need to bring back that humbleness and that real strength. We can't expect the youth to go far if we ain't trying to push the ball farther. Like, I'm sorry. We got to push the ball higher and farther than what we doing now. You know, we got some people that wonder, well, how they manage to do this? If you got the strength and the wisdom and that knowledge to let it be known how you did whatever, how you came to whatever, pass that along. Now, I get it. Some things might not be for everybody. If that's your thing, it's your thing, and I can grant that. But if you know there's general knowledge that could be beneficial, especially for those coming up under us, don't be a fool and not pass them that knowledge. They gonna need that. Whole facts, realist. Been having nothing but issues. Not fuck just the Wi-Fi. Even the cell phone towers at some points be in and out. I don't know what the hell he doing out here. But like I said, just it's all about bringing that balance. We need that too. Got to be able to balance each other out. Like if I know I got clear knowledge on certain things and I could pass that knowledge on, I'm gonna pass it. Now, certain things I might not pass because if that is only going to be beneficial for me, then it is what it is. Other than that, I can't see myself not passing on some sort of knowledge to somebody that might need it. Just can't do it. I would be selfish if I did. Like if I know there's kids that are interested in power tools, they interested in even building and construction, and I got the knowledge, or if I've already been in that field, I'm sit there and give them the best possible advice I could give them. Because that's how it's supposed to be. Giving these youth the best possible options so they can reach their desires and reach their goals. That's just like that with anybody. You want these people to reach their higher expectations. They need that work. They need that knowledge. They need that. They definitely need community strength and unity. If we all supposed to be coming together to try to put some things in our areas that we know we need, we have to come together. Not just on the verbal aspect, but even on the boots on the ground. You're gonna need that. Kalani, what's going on, bro? Didi, I see you in here, baby. What's going on with y'all? Hopefully everybody is enjoying their Monday nights, even though it's on the West Coast. It's still early for y'all. But this is a truthful matter that's always going to be addressed because we is more than what we think. We could definitely be a standing force in what's going on in this future. We all got to come together at some point. Even if we all can't, the main ones need to come together and just keep fighting and doing the best because, again, you're going to have those that once they see the work being done or once they see this is, that there's people that are actually out and about doing these things, that gives them that little boost of confidence. Like, okay, if they can do something like this, we can do something like this. What's stopping us from doing this? We got to definitely be the best examples we can be. Instead of being an example of stupidity, why don't we be the example of unity? Don't let that go over your head neither. Because I'm telling you right now, it could be better things happening if we just stop disassociating ourselves from what's really happening. There are going to be some things that even when you log off here, not going to be able to overlook. Because again, you got ignorance and violence everywhere. You know, you got kids that should be in school, they in the streets. You got youth that you know for a fact should be doing something better than what they're doing. You know, they're being misguided and used to be in these streets. And when you got adults that are really not paying attention to what's going on, we get situations like what me and Rachel was talking about last night. On all cylinders, you have to make sure the youth and everybody else that's associated is in the right hands. No way you can tell me we can't do this. No way you can't tell me we can't bring our ideas to the forefront and try to do something great and magical. We can do that. Again, we got to put a lot of that emotion to the side. Get rid of all the egos. Stop with the I'm trying to be a step ahead of you or you got to be beneath me. Nah. Stop looking down at each other. Stop looking up at each other and start looking on the same page of things because there's things in this world we can change that are bigger than us. Yo, boxing, what's going on, yo? It's time to literally change the aspect of things. And we can do so. Again, all it takes is everybody to come together with a logical plan and just actually stand tough on that, and we can get a lot of things done. And even for the things that we can't abolish because it's already gonna be in the works regardless, at least it won't be as bad when we do have to worry about that bad moment. Sorry, like it's so many different things we can bring back again. So many. And again, I look at it like, why should these kids have to suffer? And why should the young adults have to suffer too? Because they don't have nothing that's pushing them in the right direction. Some of these programs that we know they still got, yeah, they still got them. And then you got those that just completely disappeared. Bring those programs back. What the fuck? My bad, y'all. Oh, okay. Hopefully, I ain't got to worry about this tonight. I'm always coming back to work to some bullshit, y'all. But if we get rid of that, if we get rid of that, you know, looking out for self shit and look out for everybody the way we supposed to, we could change a lot of things, man. We could change the course and break these cycles that been plaguing us for the longest. That's what I'm saying. If I see that your kid is out here and possibly getting into some shit that they don't need to be in, I'm gonna try to fucking help the best way possible, especially if I know you. Like, yo, bro, I just seen your kid over here doing some shit. They be over here. Or if I see your kid even looking like he about to be in some shit, I'm gonna break it up because at the end of the day, that's what adults was doing back in the day. The adults really wasn't trying to have us fighting, especially when they was around us. A lot of times we thought the fight, y'all don't cut that shit out. They whoop both of our asses. Like, you don't cut that shit out and go play. You don't even get that no more. Like the unity in the community is so divided. Like it's crazy. Latanya, what's going on, baby? See y'all in here. But that's what I'm saying. That unity and strength, that shit done went out the window. Because back in the days, we couldn't even have a good fight. If we was amongst the adults, it wasn't no real fight. We might have had our words, maybe one or two swings, but after that, they used to yank us both of us. Like, yeah, man, if y'all don't go play and stop the bullshit, we don't do that no more. The minute you try to fucking say anything, mind your business. Don't worry about my fucking kid. Nigga, get your kid in order before your kid get hurt. Like, that's the sad part. When you say it logically, they get mad. You can't get mad. You got kids. It's time to be responsible. Kids shouldn't be out here wilding the fuck out neither. But then again, when you got adults that's moving like the kids, what the fuck can you expect? Like, even on a late night, you know? Night out, what's going on? I see you in there. I know I smelled the cartwheel coming out of nowhere. Liz, what's going on, baby? When you say something logical, everybody want to get emotional. And that'd be the sad part. This would make people sometimes not want to say much But I'm vocal, so get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna say what the fuck I feel like saying out my mouth. Can't nobody tell me otherwise until it's time for me to leave. So that's what I'm saying. We gotta definitely get back in that notion of just being the best we can be. Let's get back to that old ways we used to do it. Like right now, you can see two kids getting ready to fight, a whole bunch of adults sitting there. They gonna let them fight until something happens. Then it's, oh my goodness, I didn't know this was gonna. You could have stopped that, but you busy not paying attention. You busy worried about yourself. That's the problem now. Everybody's so worried about self and not worried about everybody as a whole unit. Got to get back to that. And I'm adamant about that. Need to get back to that because even now, if you try to break up a fight amongst somebody kids, oh, who the fuck are you? You better not be touching my kid. And lady, I ain't touching your kid, but I am gonna break them up so they stop fighting. Like you can't get mad and if you ain't out here. And I'm gonna say this to them lazy, irresponsible parents that be in the fucking house all day, not paying attention to your kids. When your kids get wrapped up in shit, don't get mad at nobody but yourselves because you're not setting the prime example you're supposed to be setting. I ain't talking about the parents that work because I know sometimes it's hard for them to try to keep track of everything. But for those who like to bitch and complain about certain shit, um, about you get up off your ass and go see what's going on with your kids. You know your kids ain't going to school. Get your ass up and go make sure they ain't into no bullshit. At least have that much decency, man. But your kids should be wanting to go to school. If not, your kids should be wanting to learn something in life and not be a complete burnout. Monique, what's going on, baby? See you in here. I just find that real interesting. Though. When you saying something along these levels, people get upset, or people try to say, "Oh, you don't know what you talking about. Oh, you just saying this just to say this." No, I'm saying this because I'm literally seeing it unfold in front of my fucking eyes. And if y'all would open your eyes sometimes, y'all would see some of the shit I'm saying ain't far off. Our community is so divided. It's more of if it ain't me and mine's, fuck everything else. That is the reason why we have this barrier of communication that can't be broke. Because you have some who literally just give up and say fuck it. If it ain't about me and mine, I don't give a fuck about nothing else. But you should. Because guess what? If you got kids and your kids got friends, guess what? Some of your kids' friends might be going through some shit. And if it gets spewed into the household, now look, that's something else you gotta worry about. But even still, it's oh fuck that. It don't got nothing to do with my household. Fuck it. Until that shit gets into the household, and now there's a problem. I just find that real disturbing and irritating, real. And I think that we are really on a collision course that's not going to be good if we don't stand on some of these forefronts and really like stop what we can stop. We on a course to nowhere. And again, I don't feel people should be giving up. There's no need for you to be giving up. Sorry. How can you feel even grand about yourself or even look yourself in the mirror every day if you gonna see that you just quitting on everything? So I said we gotta have unity and strength. If we unify and get back to where we was at before, oh trust me, some of these things that we see every day would cease to exist. If we would definitely make sure these kids is focused on getting the education and trying to move the right way, we can see a difference. We can see the future leaders happening or being built in front of us. Again, it's time to show the youth that you could be more in life than just a ball playing entertainer. It's all about how you push the game forward. That's really about it. And if you're not going to give them that strong, stern balance, they going to collapse. That's going to be the first thing they think. I'm going to just go with whatever works for me. I don't care what it is. And I just got to accept it. No, never supposed to accept nothing less than great. I've always felt that way. You don't accept nothing less than great. Not at all. You want to try to reach for the highest planes, and you want to definitely make sure you in the in the right position, but make sure that you humble too. Because some people will get to their destinations in life, but if you're gonna not be humble, you could lose that shit. I done seen some people just as quick as they come up, they fell down. Why? Because there's no humbleness, no humility, no nothing. And some people gotta realize, even if you didn't have much of nothing, once you start getting something, you should start thinking a little bit wiser and smarter. And I had my times when I done felt like I was the biggest person in the world because I was doing certain things. But then again, I always had to remember too, I'm still a regular person at the end of the day, regardless to what. I didn't have money at one point, so I know even when it's the smallest amount of money, you know what you're supposed to do. Take care of things you're supposed to take care of and try to keep some from a rainy day. That's where some people get the misconstrued notion that soon as I get it, I gotta spend it. No. Soon as you get it, you should be thinking about investments. You should be thinking about what's your next major moves, just in case of whatever you doing that got you that money ain't working no more. That's why you always gotta have a backup plan when it comes to certain things. Angela, what's going on, baby? Song bitch, what's going on, baby? See y'all all in here. Definitely see y'all all in here. If y'all just tuned in, y'all already know. Choose violence on the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And it's always good. Even when it comes to here, oh shit, Letitia, I ain't even see you in here. What's going on, baby? Get everybody up in here. Yeah, I'm catching up with the chat. But it's the truth though. When you get you a little piece of money, the first thing you're supposed to think is logical. All right, what do I need? What don't I need? I know I need this. Let me go get this. I know I want this. I can wait for that. See, it's the needs and wants. What you need is what you really should be spending the money on. What you want is stuff that you should be able to wait for. I want a pair of sneakers right now. You think I'm gonna no? I'm gonna wait till I know I ain't got nothing to really worry about bill wise, and then I'm gonna do what I gotta do. It's just like if I came across $100,000 right now, at least 50 of that is getting spent because I'm gonna definitely make sure I try to get me up a nice little spot to lease, try to put a nice little business there, and then start the growth. Make sure my business what it needs, so on and so forth. That's how you supposed to move accordingly, but smart as well. bad, y'all. And this is where some people get the game messed up at. You know, again, we want to see the best possible outcomes, and we can still possibly see those. We just got to really be in tune with each other. Again, when you know these people need strength, they need knowledge and everything else, give it to them. Because some people might actually take that knowledge you're giving them and push the game forward. And in many different ways, they could do so. Told y'all, if y'all hear anything y'all ain't supposed to be hearing, y'all know a nigga at work. But hey, get that money. See, even in here, I'm gonna say this as an example. For those who might catch the replay or might even read the chat, as you see, everybody's in here cooling, respect, love. Some people are dropping gems of knowledge. Some people might actually pop up on this panel and drop gems of knowledge. But it goes to show you that you do have people who still actually care about what's going on, and they are trying to see the best things happen at some point. Rather it's something small or something major, they are trying their damnedest, which they should. Yo, Chilltown, what's going on, bro? See, good people. See, like I said, everybody in here brings different type of content or brings something different to the table. Got some people who are doing gaming. You got some who do, you know, sneakers, collectibles, all that other shit, you know. And everybody has a good content. Everybody has a good vibe and a good build, even on their platforms. I've seen some of these people do it. Some people doing sneaker reviews, some doing clothing line reviews, some doing food reviews, so on and so forth. Everybody has something that they bring to this table, you know. And like a majority of us, we ain't trying to worry about no peanut butter and jelly bullshit drama. You know, and that's what I'm saying all in all. The fuck is that, an alarm? Never mind. That's a fucking alarm. I wonder what the real alarms are in this bitch. No ADT calls, I don't know. See, I always told somebody, no matter what it is you doing in life, if you happy and comfortable, you don't let nobody deter you or stop you from doing what you feel is right for you. You know, some people are going to want to branch out and do their own thing, and that's okay. You're going to have those who don't mind working as long as they get into the money and as long as it's keeping them, you know, from the streets, it's keeping them busy. They don't care. You got some people that, regardless of what, they're going to still build, whether they with they respected companies or not. You know, it all depends on how the chain is being moved by that person. There you go with the cartwheeling. There you go. Who cartwheeling in here? Who? I smelt it, and it's Marlene this time. It ain't even Liz. Damn you, Marlene. Get your man. Go in the corner. Tired of your shit. Tired of y'all shit. Coming in my damn house, cartwheeling, knocking shit over, not picking stuff up. I'm gonna start charging y'all in here, man. No, it's always a good vibe when you come over here, and that's a blueprint for something on how to just move. You know, you running your platform the way you see fit. See, I'm always going to run this the way I see fit because, again, I do come with that intentions at some point of building and doing other things. But most of us do have a respect level for each other. And that's the way I maintain it because even when I'm chilling out and about, I can't hang around a bunch of people and everybody with the negative shit. Nah, somebody gonna have to go. It's either you gonna change up that dynamic or I'm gonna have to go. Because again, it's nothing worse than people arguing and bitching and beefing over miscommunications when we got things we really need to be trying to build and move forward on. I don't got time to be worried about emotions. I'm thinking about logic. And the reason why I said we need to have a respect for each other because this is part of the reason why we have fallouts the way we do. Like some of these kids are fighting now because the simplest words that they think is cool, it ain't cool to some people. Like I seen some girls fighting, and the only reason why they was fighting is because the word bitch was used. Now, even though we know some of y'all like to say, bitch, come on, bitch. We know y'all be joking, but then some people ain't gonna be joking. Some people are literally gonna take that as you disrespecting them, and this is where the fight starts. Again, miscommunications. And I've always said this. If you don't know a person that well, don't be joking with them because some people don't know how to joke. Some people are really that damn sensitive. If we show each other love and respect, if we show each other love and respect and the compassion that we're supposed to show each other, then we could build. And again, you just gotta be mindful of who you building with because some people are only gonna be with you until they feel you can't do nothing for them, and then it's well, fuck you. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want to use this as all right, I'm gonna say as if you want to be technical, you want to use this from a gang perspective or even a mafia perspective. Your peoples is only as loyal as they're going to be until they see you can't do nothing for them no more. And then it's they feeding you to the dogs basically. Got to be able to decipher who's really building with you and going to continue to build with you, and who's just here for a little luxury ride. Because if you're here for just a luxury ride, you might as well get off this shit right now. Because ain't nothing going to be luxurious about this strong building that's going to happen, that's going on. It's not going to be. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We got to have a respect level for each other, you know, and that's what we need to stop doing. Stop waiting for an opportunity for backstabbing, or stop waiting for an opportunity to fall out with somebody. Sometimes you're not meant to fall out with people. Now, if you fall out with them, that's because it's either you forced that situation or you was bringing some negativity into the situation. See, I could build with almost anybody as long as your character is intact. I'm good. But when I feel you moving fishy, you getting thrown right back in the fucking pond where you was at. Because I don't need that around me. I don't need none of that negative shit around me. You see what I did recently. I've gotten rid of people that I know for a fact could have probably been a Debbie Downer, or they could have just been people that are fucking trying to disturb and distract what's going on. Don't need that over here. Definitely don't need that. Because that's not a strong build neither. Give me a second, y'all. I had to make sure. No, me watching somebody creep up the block. Go ahead, creep. Man, you think about jumping this gate and I'm sitting here? Y'all gonna hear a Superman punch out of nowhere. Just know I'm good. The person might not be good. Yo, word, what's going on, bro? What you walked into your own eulogy, good sir. Nah, you know I had to chime up with the people though. I was going to set a reminder earlier, but when I got to work, I still had mad people in here. Couldn't get a quiet moment for nothing. Now that it's quiet, you know me. I had to chime it up with the people. You know, we know everybody has different personalities, different views and opinions, and that's okay. Again, that's what makes the world so unique in its own way. That's what makes the people so unique in their own way. Everybody has a different view, personality, and opinion on things. But we shouldn't try to overcloud somebody's opinion, and we definitely shouldn't disregard it neither, because for all we know, that one opinion could actually be something that we see factual happening now. You know, and I've always said the opinions are usually when people are building, you know, we think we should do this. Oh, what if we try to do this? You know, we don't knock opinions and we don't knock anything that's getting brought to the table. You know, because once you start down in certain things, it kind of does, like, not gonna lie to you, it does frustrate people. That's like if you're a writer and I'm bringing you my best scripts or I'm bringing you my best writing and you telling me we feel you need to change this up. Depending on what it is, I could take some constructive criticism. But then again, if I'm bringing what I know is the best and the best possible thing to the table, you can't sit here and knock that neither. Or you can't sit here and disregard it. Oh, bring it back or do this again. No, because I'm not going to want to rewrite nothing. And some people are not going to rewrite nothing either. You know, you can't stifle somebody's views, their creativity, none of that. Because when you stifle that, you're stifling yourself. It's something that people should think about, though. You know, you cannot sit here and try to stifle or do anything along those lines because it backfires. You know, like people have come here, and some people who have come here building one way or another, some people wouldn't have met each other if it wasn't for people like me that's just bringing people together. Up, they riding down the block again, y'all. Somebody going to jail. Jesus Christ. Even on the day after, y'all niggas don't know how to see. As soon as this weather get nice, especially in the city, yep, somebody going to jail tonight. That's the D's too. Oh shit, somebody going to jail tonight. I'm sorry, but it's just sad. Even on the day after Easter, motherfuckers still acting stupid out here. See, that's one thing we know in life that ain't gonna never be stopped. It could be suppressed, but it's not gonna be stopped. And I thought about it too. When everybody is in accordance and everybody is building the right way, that looks bad on them because all these things that they implemented to keep us divided and to keep us from building together as a strong unit, they're gonna be mad because everybody is woken up now. They're gonna be mad because most of the people are just building together regardless. And they know that shit. If we build back in the ways that we know we could build back, they know for a fact some of this shit would stop. If everybody had their own, if everybody was able to just be successful, it wouldn't be no crime. Because who would be able to rob anybody if everybody got something to do? Point blank, period. I know. If it's just shit, that means thing number two got your ass. Word. Told you. Don't come in here with that trolling shit today. That baby gonna get you with another shitty diaper or a shitty foot. Better stop playing, good sir. Let me use my mental powers and make sure she gets you tonight. Marlene, what you got your eyes looking for, man? What you looking for, man? But I've always felt that way. If they know for a fact we come together, we put the best things back in our communities and even make our communities flourish to where they once was, they know a lot of things they ain't gonna be able to profit and benefit off. They benefit and profit off of violence. They benefit off of racial tension, so on and so forth. Yeah, and I'm saying that because I know this for a fact to be true. Y'all benefit off of half of the things that are keeping us divided now. And if we all break those curses, y'all can't do shit. You'll still be able to profit off of certain things, but not off of the things that you know for a fact we could break. That's why I said it's time for some people to just wake all the way up. All the way up. And I'm just saying in general, for those who really are asleep, time to wake up, man. Y'all keep falling into these traps. Y'all keep subjecting yourself to these traps. And then the same notion is keep setting us back. They don't want a strong united front. What they want is the vision that they've been keeping over our heads. If we get past that and look past that and actually do something great, oh shit, they know they got trouble. That's why I said it's just best to alleviate some of these pressures by just, coming together. Put all your personal, religious, and every difference aside and just think about the community as a whole. Once you think about that, y'all could come together and build. And like I said, it's not a race thing. Because guess what? Everybody still lives in these impoverished areas. I don't care what ethnicity you are. Trust me, you see the same things going on like we see going on. But we actually do see some people on the forefront trying to make a change and a difference. And that's the best thing they can do. I'm gonna drop the link again in case anybody want to pop up and voice their opinions, voice their views. This is what I do. And for those who are just tuning in, yes, we had a special edition on Saturday with poetry. And this Thursday, we will be back in the building again. I don't know what time, but I'm going to figure that out because I got to work that Thursday too. But hopefully, it'll be quiet enough so I can start everything early. And if not, I'll still set a time reminder. Hey, we definitely need to get this out. I smell raccoon drippings, so I already know. It was going on, bro.
What up, dog? You want to pop up before the wife get home and start giving me chores and commands, and I get embarrassed in front of my friends. But uh, I was on this April platform. I didn't even know you went live yet. The notification ain't pop up, but
I
um,
didn't get one for she went live. I didn't get one.
I didn't get it neither. I went soon, when I clicked on the YouTube app, I seen she was live, and I didn't see nobody else. And as soon as I went in the chat, she was like, "I need you to come up here." I'm like, "Okay, oh shit." But no, it was cool. We was just talking about like relationships and uh like should you tell a friend if you see their significant other cheat? So I didn't even know I was on the panel that long. But I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
No, just talking. Nah, it's just title self-explanatory, man. Unity and strength. It's
Oh
really
yeah.
about it, bringing that back for the community, man. Like I was just saying earlier, back in the days, even when we used to have our little discrepancies, it would never go so far, especially if we was around the adults, because they would beat both of us. Yo, y'all go sit your asses down and go do. Matter of fact, y'all can't play. Let's go. Like it wasn't that crazy like it is now. These adults will watch two kids fight damn near to the death before they even fucking say anything. Now. That's what I'm saying. That that part of the unity need to come back. If you could stop certain things from going left, stop it.
All facts. Like we were saying last night too, bro. We can get more accomplished together than we can separated. So it's just about finding the right people and not and weeding the wrong people out. You
Yeah.
know, if you ain't for the prosperity of the group, if you're here for your own personal agenda, go do your own personal thing. Stop trying to use people. We here to benefit one another. When we all benefit, we benefit individually too. So it's definitely unity and strength. I mean, strength and unity. When we click up together, we can get more done. We can be more efficient. We can get it done faster. And it's not hard. We make it complicated. Like I said, um, I talk about emotions all the time. And the reason I do that is because like people nowadays, it goes through every generation because there's some older people who are
Say that again.
we responsible for our own emotions. And when you're interacting with people, you have to be mindful of that.
Facts.
Well,
Boss lady, what's
I,
going on, baby?
I jump back up in 1 second. Let me see what the wife.
No doubt. I'll be here for a
All
little
right.
minute.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the truth. You gotta eliminate certain emotions. Period. And that's not just the youth, the adults, and the elders. When it comes to constructive building, you gotta eliminate some of these emotions, man. Because that'll mess up a strong positive build, whether you believe it or not. It will. But you're gonna have some people that want to come together genuinely and build something for the future. But how can they do that if they gotta focus on emotions? They gotta focus on people falling out because of emotions. Eliminate all of that when it's coming to real building. You know, feel like even this is a good build. The people that's in the chat is a good build. Everybody coming from different communities. Everybody is here under one accordance. You know, hearing something good and also just being a part of something positive. Because again, some people want to come on this internet and they want to see something positive. They're not looking for drama all day. Some people are actually looking to see who's doing what and who's actually building. D Truth, what's going on, bro? That's why I told somebody, I said, how can the youth look up to some of the elders, right? If some of the elders are moving funny. How can they look up to the young adults if the young adults is moving funny? How can they look up to anybody that's older than them and they are moving as wacky as they are? They gonna look at you and laugh. They gonna say, "How the fuck this nigga want us to listen and he doing the same exact shit he trying to tell us not to do?" Yeah, Bird, because this is the thing. Like everybody that come over here, like I said, I show love, respect, and I expect that back. But when it comes to real building and real solutions and just real talks, we need those. Because it goes over people's heads. Like it's some things that we know we could fucking alleviate. We could break them cycles, break them chains, and do something better. But if everybody's going to just think from the emotional stance and they not really thinking logical, we're going to always have this same problem. Again, you want to see changes in the best way, not just for the youth, but even for those who are of a certain age that still want to do something in life. Again, you're never too old to learn anything. I've always believed that you're never too old to learn anything because you're still technically learning until you close those eyes for good. So what you can do or what you can use, you need to utilize it and use it while you're still here. You know, you want to see the future for not just your kids and your grandkids, but for the people around them. You want things that's going to be beneficial for the long run. That's where you have to get together, man. Yeah, truth. I was in your live for a little bit, but I had to fucking step off because some shit was going on out here too. It's never a dull day either at work or in my hood. So, but even that, you know, you got people like me, D Truth, and the Word. Got a few brothers that are actually putting some information out there, but also bringing awarenesses like we supposed to. And even bringing awarenesses is a start to something bigger. And you got Rachel too, because she's actually on the forefront trying to, do things as far as trying to get the school systems at least back to a safe zone where it was at before. You're gonna have people that are really either boots on the ground or even just bringing awarenesses by bringing these conversations to the forefront, because that's what needs to happen. Yo, Sky, what's going on, bro? Yeah, yeah, D Truth, the human raccoons. They was damn near about to have a fight on my job. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I believe alcohol is involved in it. So you know me, I got to still be on point just to be on the safe side, because I'd really be refusing to have to punch somebody the fuck out at work. But some people ask for it. But I definitely appreciate you for popping in, Bird. I know you had a long one today. And I think I missed your Sunday service yesterday. I was kind of mad about that, but next live, I'm definitely gonna pop up, sis. Because you got people that tell you that all day. You know, we like people like this that are speaking on the real. Yeah, because you want to have people that start talking about real topics and then they stray away from it. Hold on, somebody else is in here. You reptile, what's going on? Somebody else popped up in here I was missing. Oh shit, hold on. Who else popped up in here? Who else popped up in this damn live? Nets, what's going on, baby? Y'all already know, if y'all haven't done so by now, drop links and show each other some love. Definitely good people in here, some good supporters, good content creators, just good people, period. Good spirited people. Those are the type of things you want to be surrounded by. Those are the type of channels you want to be around when you coming in looking for something you looking for something to really be a part of. No doubt, sis. Appreciate you. Because you have some people that say that too. You know, we like to see, we like to see, and I'm trying not to say that word so much because we are not a color. It's good to see melanated unity. That's what I'm gonna say. It's good to see melanated unity. It's good to see that you got people on here who actually care and want to bring the awarenesses and that education that need to be bought. Yeah, because we are already seeing things unfold in front of our eyes as we speak now. We should get tired of seeing the youth die before 21. We should get tired of seeing the youth getting pushed to the streets because of whatever backgrounds they coming from. We should get tired of just the racial tension, division, all of that. We should get tired of all of that. We done been through enough of it as it is. And right now it's being more televised than ever now. And I believe some of that is just a way for us to have hatred for each other and just keep ourselves divided. But you got to realize this too. Not everybody is thinking on that same accord. Some people done been bypassed the ignorant stage, especially once they done heard the real truth they need to hear. No doubt, bro. I gotta do that after this live. Um, I got you though, bro. I got you because we done been around a few spots already. You good money, so I got you, bro. You know, and that's the most important thing that we really need to come to terms with. If we build a stronger front, if we build a better strong front, we bring that unity and that strength back to the people the way we see fit, we can have a whole lot of changes. Whether you believe it or not, we can have a whole bunch of changes that could mean something in the long run. You know, you got some good people that come through here, whether they here every day or not, whether they in the same part of the globe or not. They all come here for the same reason. They all come here not to just have fun and have peace of mind, but also get some good topics of discussion that needs to be brought to the forefront. And see, you had some people on here again who were for all that community shit and they went sideways. Now you got them either trying to be street bloggers, they trying to be gossip columnists, so on and so forth. I can't respect nobody that said they came here for one thing and just completely did something different and strayed away from what brought them here. And I believe, yeah, I remember Fred Hampton and all of that. Trust me, I'm in tune with my history. Fred Hampton and a few other ones. I know. Huey P. Newton, everybody. Almost everybody that started building something strong got infiltrated. And if it wasn't by their own people, it was definitely by those who know for a fact they ain't want to see these type of changes happening. That's why I'm putting that back up there again. Because you're not going to tell me this is misinformation when we know it's not. Look at the history, do the research. You can see what the hell happened. Every time we build something strong, or every time we try to add certain people to the dialect and try to bring them to the forefronts with us, yeah, I have a problem with that. And of course, you try to infiltrate. Time to get out of that, man. You can build with the people regardless of what's going wrong. I hate one word sentences. That's what's going to make me get you up out of here, too. My fault. Looking at a text message. That's what's going to get people kicked the fuck away from me, even in real time. I don't need 18 paragraphs, and I don't need one word sentences neither. Even in real time, sometimes you gotta eliminate people that ain't right for you. And it's a sad notion sometimes because you hate to do so, but then again, your peace of mind and your stability is, the most important thing you can have. Can't have peace of mind and stability when you got people that just they want to bring that evilness or that anger out of you. I ain't gonna let you do it. If that's the case, I might as well burn you like I burn everybody else. Or give you a swift little eulogy and kick you on about your path. But I ain't even gonna waste my time doing that. And that's the thing when it comes to melanated people really bringing people together of all kinds, they hate that shit. Again, look at the Black Panther Party. Look at Fred Hampton and everybody else in particular who were strong leaders trying to bring people who wasn't ignorant and wasn't afraid for change together. They always try to shut us down because they don't want that to be known that we was building at one point. Yeah, no, bro. We in a generation where everybody is really fearing change. And that's why you gotta eliminate those weak people. Just like Word said, if you ain't coming together to build as a collective, you coming for your own personal gain and shit, there's no need to be over here trying to build. Because you're gonna mess that up anyway, because you so focused on your own, personal goals and personal things. You're not thinking about the people around you. Facts. What's going on, Mr. Tickles? Same shit. You know, it's either if you're not with me, you against me. You gotta treat it like it's state property, man. You either gonna get down or you gonna lay down. If you lay down, you gonna stay down, nigga. That's it. You have to be that way, even in real time. You have to be that way. Because if people saying that they with you and they riding with you, that's what it's supposed to mean. Okay, you riding with me. That means even if things go left, we still gotta be together on the forefront. I can't sit here and say, yeah, I got your back, and then I'm running off on you. You know? Come on now. We got to get out of that. That division, that stupidity, that ignorance that they still want to institute. Got to get rid of that. Think beyond that. You got a lot of kids right now that's coming together. They ain't thinking about a person's ethnicity, they religious background, none of that. They more on the lines of if this person is good enough to play with, if this person is good enough to really be friends with, that's really about it. Even back in the day, we wasn't worried about fucking race or creed. We was just worried about if these people were gonna be good with us or if they was gonna be our enemies. Basically, that was really about it. Wasn't worried about too much because we didn't care about certain things. We was more focused on just being kids. Now you trying to force so many different things on these kids. It's like you messing up the balance. You are definitely messing up the balance. Appreciate you for dropping links, James. Never mind, James. I see what you put. You trying to get Didi in trouble. I ain't messing with you. Don't worry, Didi. Your brother is safe. Your brother is making sure you safe and sound tonight. He reptile, that's a whole fact. They doing a lot of that shit on purpose. They forcing a lot of things on these kids on purpose because again, what better way to mess up the balance and the shift in the community by targeting the youth, by targeting people that they feel for a fact is ignorant and sleep to the facts of what's really going on. It's just like what I was saying earlier about them attacking kids in schools. That's the best way to get them, right? Your kid in school, parents think they ain't gonna be, they think the parents ain't gonna literally be a part or they not gonna be a visual part of what's going on. I bet. Because we know these parents ain't gonna really be up or out and about. Time to put in these plans of motion. And I put this back up for a reason because I feel that way. Because all this shit you want to implement even in the schools, this is where we gotta bring back again unity and strength. Because all this shit they trying to implement in schools now was not being thought of back then. And even when they thought to do it, the parents were strong enough to say, no, we're not allowing this. But nowadays, nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to be standing strong or none of that unless it's something to do with their own family, which I feel again, we are all family one way or another. We all are still co-exhibiting this earth together and all of that shit. We all are sitting here inhabiting this earth together. So why we can't build together and try to alleviate some of these pressures? Because y'all still listening to the old ideologies that are still being pushed forward. This what we doing? This day and age, yo, Cole, what's going on, bro? See you in there. I'm saying, is this what we really doing in here? Time to get it together, man. Show that strength and unity and show these people that we could bring back everything that we lost along the way. Nah, Scott, I know that, but we could bring that shit back, bro. See, I was just saying that earlier. Like even right now, prime example. I just seen a group of kids this morning again. I know these is day camp kids because it's not even summertime, but when they do have that time out of school, they do something with these kids in the community. Because again, they don't want their kids running the streets. They don't want their kids around the wrong influences. And they definitely don't want nothing serious to happen to them. This is why I respect those, even if you feel you need a little time away from your kids just to try to, alleviate whatever's going on. Put them somewhere where they're gonna have some positive growth. Put them into these damn programs that are still existing. And for those that are not existent, we got to bring them back. And if we know the government ain't trying to help us bring them back, we need to do our own due diligence and we need to do our own shit. For those who are coming in the money, for those who are doing the right thing, y'all need to be a vocal point too. If we bring back a lot of these things that we lost along the way, trust me, we can see a change. We can. And a lot of us are going to have to be standing on these forefronts because these people are not going to hear what the youth are saying. They're going to hear what we're saying if we behind them. They're going to have no choice but to expect and respect everything that's coming from the adults that are trying to make sure the kids are good. It's like I said about these community meetings. It's sad that some of these youth are the ones that's going, and you got the adults that don't want to be a part of nothing. Anita, what's going on, baby? And that's the worst thing when you got some of the youth that are doing what the adults should be doing. So I said we got to get out of that notion that um everything is just going to fall in line when it falls in line. No, sometimes it's not going to fall in line if we ain't on the forefronts doing what we need to do. It's just like we know we want to stop certain things from happening with these youth. We got to be on the forefronts, making sure that we showing them better and that we giving them better. Give them the opportunities that we didn't have coming up. We did have some opportunities, but there's other opportunities we didn't have that these kids have now. We didn't have internet wild crazy back in the day. We didn't have the cell phones like that. We didn't have certain things on that notion coming up. What we had is what we had, and we made it work. Right now, you have so much at the grasp of your hands, even in technology. You have everything in the palm of your hand. Utilize it and use it. No doubt, Anita. I do appreciate you for stopping in. And I hope you do get you some good rest tonight, too. I know it's been a long weekend for everybody. And it's going to be a long week for those because we know it's spring break. So we already know what it is. You piece of shit. Miss April, what's going on, baby? Definitely appreciate y'all. If y'all just tuned in again, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I feel that's the main thing we need, strength and unity wise. Just getting back to that notion of putting back and giving back the best ways possible. You have some who are donating, whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's education, anything along those lines is good successes and good tools in building. Some of y'all have to realize that. It don't always gotta be a money thing when it comes to trying to give back. No, just doing the right things possible is better than nothing. When we get back to that notion of strength amongst the village and strength amongst the community, some of these things that we are seeing now unfold will definitely, it will definitely be suppressed in the right ways if we do this right. We know we got people that are good with education and even breaking it down for people of all ages. We need those. Yo, MK, what's going on, bro? You got those who are knowledgeable and real estate, financials, so on and so forth. Give that information back. Financial literacy, all of that. We need education and dedication on all fronts. Just like we need unity and strength on all fronts. Because again, how can we see these ideas and how can we see all of these different changes happen if we ain't united and standing up for real? You want to try to be that adamant person on the forefront, because if it's something that you really believe in, you're going to be about it. See, with me, I'm on the forefront regardless of how you feel about it. I'm bringing awareness, I'm bringing education, but I'm also just bringing that real conversation to make you think. Because again, when you walking and seeing things in real time, how can you not have something to bring to the forefront? You know? Oh shit. My bad, y'all. Uh, I'm not reporting that. It don't got nothing to do with me. But it is the truth though. How do we alleviate some of these problems? By having these conversations, by having these good builds. Because when you having these builds and conversations, you know, you get a clarity and a good clarity on, the people around you, what they expect, what they don't expect. Yeah, because that's the truth, bro. Some people are not just going to dedicate or just donate money. Some are going to donate their time. Some are going to donate their education. Some are going to donate and bring back whatever they can donate and bring back. That's the best way for a positive build on all accords. You got some people that'll give back in the form of, okay, we know the kids need this. Look, we having a toy drive, or we having a clothes drive. We having this, we having that. They had a little event out here a couple weeks ago. They was giving kids iPads. They was giving kids free iPads with the Wi-Fi and all of that. No, they ain't had to worry about no food stamps, none of that other shit. They was just doing that because they felt they could do it. And again, with technology growing the way it's growing, and everything is definitely, you know, being brought to the forefront, everything is in the palm of our hand now. Even when it comes to that, we can make this the best thing possible. These platforms can be used for what they're being used for. Something good. Don't always got to be drama day in and day out. No, use these platforms for something greater. bring something to the forefront that the people actually want, besides drama. You know, you got people who see that happening. They see a change and a growth happening at some point, and they actually looking at the right type of people too, because these right people are bringing what they supposed to be bringing to the forefront. Not just tools of building, but knowledge and education and awareness of self, which we need. You know, and see what on here, it's almost like you got to be mindful of what you say and how you say it. But if you are speaking genuine and from the heart, they can't tell you how the fuck to feel, and they definitely can't tell you what comes out your mouth. You can't tell me what comes out of my mouth. Last I checked, your name ain't this and your name ain't that. I didn't come out of neither one of y'all, so y'all can't tell me shit. I'ma just be as raw and uncut as I can. Yeah, because that's what some of these people fail to realize. You could use your platforms for something greater. Not saying no, because some are actually using their platforms for good, no matter what it is they're doing. And then you got those who feel drama gotta be the main thing for their fucking panel. Nah, I can have a whole open panel, dialect with people. Everybody can have different views and opinions, and everybody can get their views and opinions across without no yelling at each other. None of that shit, because that's not the way you're gonna be able to build. If nobody can hear what the fuck both of y'all are saying, that's not a build. That's confusion right there. And I wish some people would wake up to that. You know, there's some people that even if they gotta do what they gotta do and address shit, they're gonna do as such. But they mostly are bringing education and awareness on all aspects. Again, you got some people who are building with people as far as financial literacy. You got people who are building with each other as far as education and trying to bring safety to the schools. You got people that are doing a little bit of everything. And that's the unique thing about even this app. It's people on here who are doing things that work for them. Why everybody can't think that same way? Do something that works for you. Drama shouldn't work for you all day because you got drama outside of this anyway. And if you don't got no type of drama outside, but you got drama on here, then something's definitely wrong. You need to definitely think before you just do things. Because that drama shit is only going to be but for so long. Once the drama is gone, what you got to bring to the table now? Nobody's asking those questions. And that's a main thing, no, MK. We got to learn to listen to each other and hear each other out and have that respect level too. I can have and even when I have open panels, as y'all see, unless I necessarily have to interrupt, I'll let y'all get y'all rocks off. Just as long as y'all not interrupting each other and cutting each other off. Because again, everybody that is watching the replay want to get something out of the conversation. And can't nobody get nothing out of a conversation if everybody's yelling and screaming over each other. That's how I always felt about it. You know? See, when I come on here, I'm speaking with the people because I feel that people could benefit from these type of conversations and the type of awarenesses that are being brought, and also for the building that's being bought here. See, I could say that even right here, us building is strength and unity. I don't need everybody in the chat at once. And even if I did everybody in the chat at once, guess what? Still be trying to at least make sure everybody's accounted for as far as we in here, we building. You know, no doubt, MK. Appreciate you, bro. You already know whatever you miss, you catch the replay. So I'm about to end this in another probably 20 minutes or so. But I definitely want to chime in with y'all because I felt that was something else that needed to be talked about. Why we don't have unity and strength in trying to build the best possible outcomes and options when we could do so. You know, you got people who are working real jobs, doing real things, living their real lives. And even when they bring stuff here, it's bringing it because it's not just good for them. They bringing it because it's something good for the people to see, something good for the people to get something good on. Doesn't matter what you bring into your platform. If you're bringing something that's useful, bringing something that the people definitely want to be a part of, you're doing a great job. And yeah, some people are just gonna want to be part of the negative shit because that's just them. Like I told somebody one day before, um, you got people that always crying over about they tired of drama, they tired of being a part of these channels, they tired of coming in. It's always the same old madness. And then when you go ghost watching for a minute, you see these same people that just said that shit in these same damn chats. So again, how much could you possibly hate drama if you still indulging in the bullshit? You're not indulging in a good conversation that should be had. Like let's be real. I'm all for a little drama here and there, but not the drama that some of these people be doing on here. Not going that far. If you want to consider jokes drama, then yeah, I'm all for the drama because I'll be cracking jokes all day. And I'm not going to drag you down, tear you down personally, none of that shit. Because again, if I don't know you personally, what the fuck could I tell you that personally about? And what the fuck would I look like having a beef with you if I don't know you personally and probably never meet you personally? Period. So I say I'm built different, going to remain different, whether these people like it or not. There is a reward for people that's just keeping their channels on the positive. It might not be the, like I said yesterday, might not be the benefits like you thinking, but still beneficial for the long run. As long as you staying humble and you doing what works for you, can't nothing deter you or stop you. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, my bad. I had to. Somebody was running past me with some loud ass music that I know is copywritten, and I ain't trying to hear nothing. Oh shit, they coming back. Give me 1 second. Yeah, my bad. Um, yeah, damn, man. I'm trying to be mindful with the music, even with this copyright up. These niggas be huff. I don't need my shit getting interrupted. Not while I'm speaking to the people on a serious note. Mm. No doubt, Anita. Like I said, I ain't gonna be on here but for so long. The link is in the chat in case anybody else want to pop up and give their view and opinion. I feel like I said mostly all I need to say tonight. Because again, you're gonna have to have that strength and unity. You need that. We can't push the ball forward, and we definitely can't spark the ideas of the people who need it if we not standing on what we need to stand on. If we want to see these things occur, we got to be out there. See, I'm all for unity, bringing the best options and ideas, but I'm not for the fuckery neither. You know, hence why they say, yeah, you can build with people, but you got to get rid of the weak ones too, because the weak ones will be the ones that'll try to infiltrate the structure. And those weak ones are the ones that really don't want to fucking see change. I've always said that if you giving up on things this early, then you ain't really a fighter. You just gonna allow things to happen. Nah, I'm vocal with my shit. Even if I ain't getting physical, I'm vocal with my words. So that's one person that's not gonna listen to bullshit, especially when I know it's bullshit. I'm not listening to it. And if it's something that I know is not for a fact bullshit, I'm gonna sit there and have an open ear to it. And it doesn't matter if it's coming from an elder or somebody younger than me. If it's something that's valuable and could be useful, I'm listening to it. Not listening to nonsense that ain't getting us nowhere, but back into those chains of oppression and everything else. I'm not listening to that. Sorry. You want to see the best positive outlooks and outcomes. We got to be a part of that. We got to make it be known that we are not going to tolerate none of the shit that's still going on. And we are going to bring these change one way or another. You're going to have some people that could come together, put their whole differences aside, and build for the best. And then you're going to have those who, again, they just want to be a distraction. That's because they really don't want to see nothing happen. They don't. If you see those type of situations happening, that's how you know it's something bad. And you got to just get away from those. Because even if they're not distracting you or disturbing your plans, the people around you that's building, they could be messing up their overall psyche. They could be messing with their overall comfortability. And I know some people stopped coming in here and they was just shadow watching because of certain people. But once I got rid of those certain people, I see some of them came weaning back. But that just goes to show you I'm not tolerating but so much. I'm gonna let you come over here and chill as much as possible. But the minute you start disturbing the build, you got to get the fuck up out of here on all accords. You get on my bad side, you definitely gotta get the fuck out of here. You a whole op. Like, I'm sorry. You're a whole op and it's up and it's stuck forever. Now I appreciate that, bro. You know, Kent's what's going on, y'all? What's going on? See, again, I could even just have good intellectual conversations and good chill time with people. Don't matter what side of the fence they on. Like I said, my only problem would be when y'all forcing things on the kids that don't need to be forced. That's my only problem and issue that I'll always have with anybody. I don't give a fuck what fence you on. You are sitting there giving the wrong type of advice or even the wrong type of pictures to these youngins. I can't fuck with you on that. And that's just me from a moral standpoint. I can't fuck with you on that. You trying to force something on kids that they don't need to be learning, especially at a young age. Oh, I'm on your neck. I'm sorry. That's just me. And you're absolutely right. It does take time. It does take effort, and it does take good energy to build something positive. You know, some might live. Oh shit. Some might live to see an old golden age. Some might not be here that long. But it doesn't matter while you here. You're supposed to try to make the best impacts that you can. You're supposed to make the best impacts that you can, regardless to what. You need that. You have some people who was only here for a specific reason, and I would say, once they mission was complete from the man upstairs, they went home. And some people was only put here just to bring unity and bring at least some sort of love and positivity to people that need it. I can say that about one of my ex-girlfriends when she passed away. She was like even though she was only with me for a small time, while we was together, that felt like that was a person that was definitely going to be something great, or at least be around greatness. And when she left, it's like almost half the community came together because that was something unexpected. But it goes to show you, whether you here for a long season or a short season, while you here, try to be the best possible person you can. And she had love and respect everywhere. So trust me, you know, when you on the verge of doing great things, or when you on the verge of just, living your best possible life, make sure you got things that you need in order. You know, you want to see a positive build, continue to get that. You want to keep bringing the awareness. You want to keep doing the things that's possible. Keep doing it. This is why I stand firm on what I said. For every day that I'm able to wake up and speak to the people, not just in real time, but even on here, that's a blessing. My morning wake and bake session, sometimes when I'm not with y'all, I be with my people. And even still, it's nothing different from what we talking about now. We just having a good build conversation and trying to see where we can fucking pick the ball up at and do the right things. But again, when it comes to people like me, you ain't trying to hear a hood booger talking about something positive. Cause that's what some of y'all be considering me, the hood booger or the hood nigga. Y'all don't want to hear this person giving you something logical. But I'm one of those hood niggas that's gonna just give you something logical, whether you want to or not. And I'm sorry, but not going to stop bringing these awarenesses and these conversations when these conversations are leading towards good builds and definitely good foundations of building. You know, how can we build certain things if we don't know what the people want and require? And then again, if we able to see what's going on in our communities, we should be able to know what the people want and need. Definitely need more learning centers, recreational centers. We need those back. We need to start opening back up a lot of these mental health clinics and everything else, because we got a bunch of these people that are getting kicked out of their places of residence and now they on the streets. See, topics like that. Can't deny that and refute that neither when we seeing a lot of these facilities are being closed for even people like them. They can't get the proper help and respect, period. So look what we get going through. See, it's a guy that I know for a fact that always bypasses my job. And if at any time, some of y'all that follow me, if at any time you heard some loud screaming and crazy shit, that's coming from one person. And you would figure it's coming from a group. No, it's coming from one person. And see, I believe if that person was actually in a facility where he was supposed to be at and getting his proper meds, he wouldn't be, you wouldn't even notice that he has a problem. Because I've seen this person well before. They closed down one of these facilities that was out here, and now they made it a whole new rehab center. So again, half of those people that was over there that got shipped out to either some of these medical facilities or some of them are out in the street for real. Which I said is sad. You closing down the things that you know we still need in these communities, regardless to what. Mental health ain't nothing to be fucked with. And nobody that's really having mental health crisis should be out in these streets. They should be getting the help that they need, regardless. And some people will sit there and laugh at that notion like it's funny until that shit hit close to home. Because I believe almost everybody has somebody in their family that has some sort of mental health crisis or issue. And you can't laugh at that or overlook that neither. They need that help just like the youth would need help trying to build something. But I forgot, y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear when it comes to me. I'm just talking out my ass. Nope, I'm talking logical. Because again, we do need a lot of these things back open. And if you know they ain't gonna give us the help we need to fucking take it upon ourselves and bring back. Even if we gotta start off small. That shit is better than nothing. Because again, you're gonna need that. And every time that you turn around and you look, you know, there's a new thing that's, if it's not being implemented, it's something new or something that we had that is being closed down or tore down. You know, I feel like this world is coming to a point where if they closing damn near everything, we gonna be in shit's creek for real. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna really be you gotta protect your kids at all costs. Like it's really gonna be one of those dire situations where you might 9 out of 10 have to walk outside with your kid and the gun at the same time. You don't want that shit. That's what I'm saying. You want to close down certain facilities that you know are housing criminals. You want to keep implementing certain laws. And again, certain people just not, it's not even just not getting out and not voting. Y'all not fucking being vocal enough, period. You know, some of these people have social media sites that you could go to and voice your opinion too. And if not, go back to the old ways. You better be in front of them buildings and really like letting it be known we are not tolerating this no more. That's what really needs to go down there. Exactly. JW, that's the whole thing right there. I will tell you right now, some of the people I see out here right now, they might be homeless, but some of them got people that was willing to take them in, but they refuse to go. And again, sometimes that be a pride thing. Even with some people along those lines of the mental health, they let their pride take over. If you got family that's willing to house you, clothe you, and at least try to help you until you get right, let them help you. Why sit out on the fucking streets? Oh, I know what it is. Sometimes it's a pride thing because if you can't be in and out, if you can't do what you want to do, it's fuck everything. But you gotta get rid of that shit too. You got friends and family that's willing to help you, let them help. Get that shit out the way, man. And some of y'all know, regardless to what, you know what decisions you making. They might need that, Amos. I'm telling you. They need to really bring back some of these damn facilities for these people to get the help and treatment that they need. Because some of these people walking around in the streets and they gonna end up being a casualty as well too. Sorry to say it like that. That's why I see when it come to me, I try to observe almost everything I could observe, not just on here, but even when I'm doing my thing. I'm at work right now and I'm observing everything walking up and down the block. Anything looking fucking savory, I'm on point with it. But it just goes to show you, you have these people who are blending in with the homeless people. So now it's hard to decipher if this homeless person has mental issues or not. Some of them don't have mental issues. They just in a fucked up bond because they got evicted, they got kicked out, because of all this shit going on. This is what I'm saying. Problems that we need to alleviate, it ain't being talked about. So I'm gonna be vocal about that because I hate to see people out on the streets too. Period. I hate to see people on the streets. And then that's the thing too with some of these people. You are being housed or they giving you a place to stay. Even like with shelters, they giving you a place to stay. The only thing they ask you to do is abide by the rules. You can abide by those rules for a little while until you get your shit settled. You'll be in your own spot, and then you can do what the fuck you want to do. But see, when you have to do certain things, you got to follow rules and regulations, regardless. You know. See, it's easier said than done, Amos. I get where you're going with that, but it's easier said than done, bro. Telling you. Because money is always going to play a part of politics, whether you believe it or not. Because guess what? Money make the world go around. But also money is what is motivation to keep a lot of things afloat. You know, if that was the case, nobody would be working. Nobody's going to work for free. Nobody's going to do certain things for free. Some might, some ain't. I feel like once we start really tackling the main issues that need to be tackled, then everything else could follow. But hey, what do I know, right? I don't know nothing. I knows a bunch of nothing. So I just speak to the people the way I need to speak to the people. That's it. I feel once everybody come together on that notion, at least on a better notion, we can start to see the changes that we need. But till then, only thing we can do is bring the awareness and at least try to bring the build. And some are already on the verges of building. If they ain't already building, which I can only tell y'all who are building, continue to build. Continue to keep yourselves in the most positive light and just do what you need to do. See, topics like this, I can stretch this shit for as long as possible. Or I can always break it down. Because there's always something new added to the element, whether you believe it or not. You know? Now I don't doubt nothing, bro. But I'm telling you this right now, it's gonna be a hard thing to play into. Because again, money is always gonna be a politic. Money is always gonna be an aspect of things. You can't get a building together if you don't got the money. If you can't get a loan for something, that's why I said money is always gonna play a part of politics, whether we believe it or not. we can get to that point where it don't. We just got to make sure it's the right things. Prime example. Some of them politicians know they already get a set salary. So what do you need campaign donations for? You know, get rid of that aspect. If you know you don't need campaign donations, don't take it. Point blank, period. But see, I ain't gonna keep y'all all night neither. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at an email, and before I have to curse somebody the fuck out, I'm gonna just leave y'all with this. Cause I'll definitely be back in the morning. I could finish this off in the morning. In order to bring back the strength and unity that we once had, we gotta get back to listening to each other, respecting each other, and then just building accordingly. And if you can't build with certain people, you don't necessarily have to. But your main focus should still be on building. So this was definitely a good talk conversation. Panel was open, but apparently it is what it is. You can always have this next one. This ain't nothing new, but this ain't going away neither. I'm gonna be at least one of them that's gonna be bringing that awareness on all fronts. It doesn't matter. As long as the right collective of people is still here to do so, you're gonna always get that. You know. But yeah, it'll definitely chop this conversation back up. Just want to chime in with y'all for the night. Y'all already know. If you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, subscribe. Shout outs to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Watchers rocking with your boy. Y'all already know what it is. And for everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and it will be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. So all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. We're gonna definitely chop back up on this, most likely during the morning session. Y'all know what it is. But definitely was a good build tonight. Shout outs to the word. I know you're supposed to pop back up, but it is what it is, baby. But y'all go ahead, y'all be safe. Y'all keep y'all third eye open. Y'all see me running around these streets at some point. Y'all know what it is. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.